Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Most of you have watched and subscribed to my channel, but you don't know me in person. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of the facts about me. If you follow me on Facebook, I asked my followers to write to me what they need to know about me. I've written down your questions and I will try to answer them. If there's something you need to know about me and I've not mentioned it, please comment so I reply in my next video. Before I go too far, thanks a lot for your love and support. I've reached 500 subscribers. I never ever thought I would go this far because I started this channel. It's my hobby, but I love sharing things that I know that have worked for me when it comes to hair, skincare, food, and exercises. But most of you have showed me a lot of love by subscribing, and I've seen all your comments and I'm sure I answer all of them. Most of you follow me on Facebook, have sent me DMs telling me how my videos have changed their lives, and there's nothing in this world that makes me happy like knowing I'm touching or changing someone's life. I'm so grateful to that, and please keep supporting and as we grow this family. So the question, I wrote down the questions so I don't forget any. The first question is names. My name is Kadom Babazi Georgina. Most of you don't know Georgina unless you've gone to school with me. Recently, a good friend of mine named me Gabriela. Gabriela means God's judgment, but in the modern world, it means survivor. And of course, I'm a survivor, and I know and of course, each one of you is a survivor in one way or the other. So Dennis, thanks for the name. I've added it to my names. So my names are Kadom Babazi Georgina Gabriela. So you can call me Gabi, but if you meet me somewhere and you call me by the name Gabriela, I might not respond. I need to get used to the name. Where do I come from? Where do you come from? I'm Rwandese. I've not done DNA, but I know I'm 100% Rwandese. Both my parents are Rwandese. I'm born in Rwanda, Kigali, Nyarugenge. I think it's still called Nyarugenge, in city. So I'm a city girl. My mom was born and raised in the city. Most of my family live in Kigali, even my grandma. So I don't have villages, or I have somewhere, but most of my relatives are in Kigali. Children. I have one daughter. Her name is Bianca. You've seen her in my pictures. Or if you've been watching my videos, there's one video I made for her. She's 12 years, turning 13 in December. Hobbies. If there's someone who's been affected by this pandemic, it's me. I love traveling. If I could do one thing, if I had all the money in the world and I could choose one hobby, it's traveling. Which countries have you been to? Apart from my own country where I'm born, Rwanda, I've been to Uganda. I've studied and half grown in Uganda because I went there when I was 10. Though I did my studies in Rwanda, then Uganda, then back to Rwanda, then back to Uganda. So I've been to Rwanda, Uganda. I've been to Bali, that's Indonesia. I've been to Australia, Sydney. I've been to France, Paris. I've been to Dubai twice, by the way. I've been to London, England twice. I've been to Turkey, Istanbul twice. Where else? I've been to Nairobi. That's several times. I've been to Tanzania. I've lived in Tanzania for 3 months. My aunt and my sister live there. Where else? I think that's it. I've been to Spain. I've been to Mallorca, and then I've been to Barcelona. I've been to Denmark. I've been to Finland, and of course Sweden, where I'm living right now. Another question came from the same person. What languages do you speak? I speak Kinyarwanda, of course that's my home language. I speak Luganda from Uganda. From Uganda I speak 3 languages: Luganda, Lunyankore, Luchiga, though Luganda and Luchiga are almost the same. I speak Swahili. I speak Swedish. I speak French, but I'm not good at any of them. Next question is, what do you hate? I hate to say the word hate. I don't use the word hate on people, and I'm so grateful to that. I may not like, but I don't hate. If I was to hate one person in the world, it would be Trump, but may God forbid. I don't like that guy. I hate people who think they are something. I hate people who brag about themselves. Rich, tall, short, beautiful, whatever status, however your looks, it's for you. I repeat it, it's for you. Nobody cares. So keep it yourself. There's nothing I hate. Like I mentioned this even in Kinyarwanda video. Someone asked me about the same question. I hate sitting around people, they start talking about their riches, how beautiful they are, they're this and that. It's for you. Keep it yourself. We don't care. We really don't care. We don't care. So please, if you're this kind of person, that's why you see people like, oh, she's beautiful, she's that, he's that, blah, 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 but they have no friends. Those are a few characters that make you ugly, because a lot of people can't stand it. And if there's someone who can, if you're beautiful, people will use you for your beauty. If you're rich, people will use you for your money. But in real life, they don't care. Girlfriend, boyfriend, you are just being used. Otherwise, we don't care. The world doesn't care about you. Remember, everything you're doing it for yourself. If you're doing it to show other people, I feel sorry for you. Lose everything and see how many people will be around you. I think you've already seen it in this problem. I think most of us have seen it in this pandemic problem. The only riches that you can have is in your heart. If you have a beautiful heart, the rest of you will be beautiful. So use your heart to show your beauty. Another thing I hate injustice. I hate people suffering. I hate innocent people suffering. I really hate our systems, our political systems. I hate those corrupt leaders. I really hate it. You are there to lead, but you're misleading people. You are there to lead. People are going hungry. You are there to lead. You're taking everything they have for yourself and for your own family. So those are some of the things I really hate. That's why in my life, look at me, get a closer look, I don't vote. Not that they are no good presidents, but those I believe in. Unfortunately, when it comes to voting, I'm not there. I don't live there. So I don't understand them very well. And I have no reason to vote for somebody I don't really understand. And I don't know why I should vote for a certain party, hate the other, yet I don't understand them. I hate politics. I'm not a politician. I argue and discuss like a politician because I'm a kind of person who speaks her mind. But the real politics, it just gives me headache. So to relax my mind is not to think about it. I have, as I mentioned, for me to vote, I have a reason to vote for someone. Not just because my family members not because of my family members, friends, or the goodness people are talking about. I have to know why I'm voting this person. I have to know why I'm not voting for that person. I have to know why I'm voting for this party, why I'm not voting for that party. If I was to vote, the only person I would vote for is my mom. She knows everything about my life. She knows if I've eaten or not. She knows if I'm sick or not. She knows if I've slept or not. She really cares about me 100%. Don't get me wrong and call me a bad citizen. If you do, good for you. That won't change my mind. I don't, and I won't vote. And I won't complain, by the way. If you don't vote, don't be the first one to complain. Take and look at things the way they are. That's me. I don't vote, I won't complain. If you don't vote, never complain. If anything fails, don't complain. Because your one vote can change everything. But unfortunately, in most of our countries, it doesn't matter who you vote for. The president in power will always be the president in power until themselves stop campaigning. But as long as they still want to be presidents, they will. In every way, they will. Because they can. So that's why I don't waste my vote. I'm African and I know how corrupt we Africans are. What movies, music do you love? I love anything that doesn't have action in it. When I was young, I could watch action because you're not scared of anything. You're just a kid. So nothing scares you. And everything, you just think of it as a movie. But as I'm growing, there's nothing that's happening in action movies that's not happening in the real world. Like what? People being killed? People being slaughtered like cows? There's nothing in an action movie that's not happening in real life. There are live movies everywhere. We're in premiere everywhere. Maybe not every day, but to some countries, it's every day. So these action movies are no longer just, it's no longer just acting. These things are happening in real life. So that's why I don't watch action movies. So the only thing I watch is comedies. I watch drama. I watch romantic movies. Anything that makes me smile. Anything that cracks my ribs. I'm in for it. Yes, I'm old here, young here. Kind of music. I love gospel music. I like any gospel music. It doesn't matter from what religion. Music is music. As long as it's good for my ears and has good words, I will listen to it. What's your religion? I'm born in a Catholic family. I'm a Catholic and I will die a Catholic. I'm not changing for anybody. Anytime. No matter what religion you're in or you change to, we all come to one person, God. So as long as we still believe in the same person, I'm not changing anytime. And it's not the religion that takes you to heaven, it's your action. So I don't care about, I'm not changing my religion anytime soon. I'm working on myself to change to a better me every day, to do what God wants me to do every day. That's the only thing that's the only thing I'm changing in myself. The way I see God, the way I believe in God, the way I do things before God. So religion, Catholic. What are the things you regret? I don't regret anything. Nothing I regret. I've done a lot of mistakes, but I don't regret any. Life is a journey and life is a lesson. There's no journey that is straight. It has corners, it has potholes, it has all obstacles. So there's nothing there's nothing in there's nothing in life I regret. There's nothing I look back and I'm like, you should have changed that, or you should know. Every mistake I've made has made me who I am. I don't want to go back to the mistakes I've made, but they've given me a good lesson. So I don't regret anything. Never. The only time I'm going to regret is when the doctors tell me you don't have many days left to live. I'm going to regret everything I wish I'd done, had chance to do them, but never did them. In life, it's okay to fail than regret. So far, I have no regret. This is funny. Someone asked me, and it's so funny. Maybe it's the same person because it was the same question in Kinyarwanda. Why do I look serious? Am I that serious? Yeah. If you've met me in real life, I'm a talkative person. I'm a jolly person. I'm full of energy. Most of the times I have a happy face. But when it comes to camera, I don't know what I become. I don't know if there's something in this camera that makes me look serious. I've tried, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So the way you see me talking on the camera, don't get scared when you meet me in person. I'm a very kind and easygoing person. Unless you bring out the bad me, because every person in the world has two sides. So what you ask for is what you get. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Yeah, we can never plan. Yeah, we always have plans, but at least 2020 has showed us for real that you plan something and God is planning something else. We've all learned a lot from this year. I had plans, a lot of plans, by the way, this 2020. They are not dead. I'm still working on them, but things didn't go the way I wanted, or haven't gone. I can't say didn't go because I'm still alive, but things have not gone the way I want yet. But this has affected everyone in general. So I'm just grateful to be alive every day. The rest, as long as you're alive, you can always work on them. The only thing you can do this time, the good thing with this time is we have much time on us to think of how we want to do things. So don't sit and do nothing and think this year is dead. It's not dead. Plan. When things go back to normal, it might take time, but when things become better, at least you have something to work on. If you're a comedy person or you watch movie series, these things that the ones we are seeing now, it's not that they're acted today or yesterday. No, they had this in store. They're just releasing them now. So it's always coming back to that. In life, never, ever, ever, I repeat, never rely on one source of income. That's why I always tell people, me and this COVID, we have a love-hate relationship. I hate that people are dying. I hate that businesses have stopped. I hate that economy has gone down. But I love that it has taught us a lot. It has taught us that we are all the same. We are all equal. No matter who you are, what you are, you can get it anytime. Everybody have been distanced. It doesn't matter how much money you want. It doesn't matter how much money you own in the bank. You couldn't fly. You couldn't go to your favorite restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? This has showed us that everyone is the same. But it has helped us to have time to find our hidden skills. So whoever has not learned a lesson during this pandemic will never learn in their lives. People were spending money extravagantly thinking, I can make the same money in a minute. No. And now these are the same people who have nothing to eat. It has actually affected, I would say it has affected mostly rich people than poor people. A poor person might have been used to sleeping with no food or eating that government-sponsored food, but a rich person wasn't used. It started with 2 weeks. People stocked and stocked stuff that will last them for 2 weeks, and here we come. It's soon December. Most countries are still in lockdown. Some people have lost jobs. So whatever work you do, have plan B, especially if you're not working for yourself. Even if you're working for yourself, don't put all your eggs in one basket. At least they all won't break at the same time. So always have plan B, C, D, E. Even if you can, to Z, but don't rely on one source of income. Put prestige aside. You've lost your job, so what? Find something else. You've been a flight attendant. Stop cleaning. Start cleaning if that's what gives you a meal. It's a shame when you see, especially men, especially people with cars parked, wardrobes full of expensive shoes and bags, and they say they are broke. Sell them. Start something, however small it is. Put prestige aside. Live reality life. Our slave queens, life will never be the same. Those people you were flying to, even if this pandemic ends, people don't have money to waste on you other than themselves and their families. And I don't think anyone is stupid enough to just waste it, because we never know what will come after this. It might stop, something else comes. It might stop, 3 to 4 years, something else comes. Hope everyone has learned a lesson from this pandemic. Where do I see myself in 10 years? That's the question I was going to answer, but I talked a lot. Your sister has big mouth, oh. Yeah. 10 years to come, I don't know where God wants to put me, but my wish, 10 years to come, I want to have my own cosmetic line, because I want to do things that have worked for me and that can help others. I just don't want to make a copy of I don't want to do what someone else has already done. I want to put together all the things that have worked for me when it comes to skin and hair. If you're bleaching or you want to bleach, don't wait for anything. I'm not against it. If you do it, be you, do you, boo. I'm not stopping that. As long as you're an adult, you know what I do. As long as you're an adult, you know what you're doing. In 10 years, I really wish to have my beauty line doing well. Other project, something else I'm planning. You know, I'm a nutritionist. Right now, I'm working online, but I'm working online and I can't meet clients due to this pandemic. So that's also one project I really want to grow. And other small stuffs that I'm planning, you're my family. Once I work on them, you'll be the first ones to know. So please support me in everything. Any tattoos or piercings? I'm a born Christian and I'm against tattoos and body piercings. You believed me, right? Right? and you're seeing this. I have 2 piercings here, 3 piercings here, though I don't have earrings on them right now. I have a piercing here and I have a piercing here. I have a nose piercing. I have nipple piercing. No, kidding. Yeah, I don't like tattoos. First of all, not the way they would look on me as a dark person, but to me, a tattoo should have a meaning, a real meaning, not just because it's beautiful. So, yes, I have a tattoo. I forgot to mention, I'm born in a family of 3 girls. I'm the firstborn, but the secondborn, the one who follows me, on the 29th of April 2017, she passed away. It really hit me up this time. I cry in series. I tell you, you can never go over, under, or around pain for someone you've lost. You have to go through it. Every now and then. You can never forget it. Some days are better than the other, but it really hurts. If there's someone, I worked in healthcare, but if there's someone who is so scared of injections or needles, even in movies, I can't stand an injection, yet it's just a movie. I don't look at injections. I never, ever, ever thought in life I would go through tattoos. I would ever have a tattoo. But I don't know where it is. When my sister passed away, that was my only wish. Just, I know I can't forget. I won't forget. But having this tattoo, I don't know if you can read it. It's Anita. Anita, maybe I need to put some oil. Dry, dry, dry. Yeah, no more ashy arms. There's Anita, the date she passed away, and a small heart. Yeah, I just felt like I should carry this date with me. And I don't know if any of you, I'm not saying you should get tattoos, but I don't know if any of you has lost their, I don't know if any of you have lost their loved ones. Put a tattoo and it changes, and it helps in your daily lives. It took me time to accept that she was really, 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 really gone. But every time I look at this, it reminds me and it makes me stronger. It doesn't tear me. It makes me stronger. I don't know. There's something about tattoo, and I always wanted to have it somewhere that doesn't show. Like if I went like this, nobody will see my tattoos. It doesn't limit me from dressing the way I want. But I have it here. If I'm washing my hands, tattoo. If I'm doing makeup, tattoo. Wherever I'm doing. And by the way, I thought this would be one of the most sensitive places to put a tattoo, but I didn't feel any pain. It's either less painful or the person who did it was a professional, because this guy has had his studio for more than 35 years. So he really knew what he was doing. Don't go for tattoos anywhere. Make sure they know what they're doing. Make sure it's sterilized. Don't travel, get drunk, and get a tattoo, because once you put a tattoo, you can never ever remove it. And if you do think of removing it, you can't take it off at once. You have to keep going back, and it costs a lot, and the scar will stay there forever. So if there's a tattoo you don't like and you remove it, you have to cover that place. So one thing I would say about tattoos, I'm not against it if you want it, if you love tattoos. But I think first of all, you should have it with a meaning. No, that wouldn't be the first point. first of all, you should be mature enough. That is with everything you do, whether bleaching, whether doing tattoo, whether doing cosmetic surgeries, for beauty, anything that you do, make sure you are grown up, 30 and above, or being fair, let's say 25, because 25 you're really grown up. Though some people, they're grown up but not mature. So make sure you're mature. Before you do anything, make sure you're mature in your mind. Whatever you do, you are mature enough not to regret. So I think just like any other cosmetic surgery, they should put age limits. Anyone who is grown up and mature enough to make their own decisions, be you, do you. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna regret, but you have nobody else to blame. You can't even blame the younger you, because you did it when you're mature. Because every young person makes stupid decisions that we regret later, or we may face later. And some of these things, you can't even take them away. And that's one of the things is the tattoos. Same thing with people who fall in love, write their partner's names, and when they break up, they have to go through the struggle of either looking at the person they hate every single second, or they even have to pay a lot of money to remove the name of someone they don't like anymore. So don't make any tattoos, don't make any cosmetics surgery if you're young and immature. I mean, with young, if you're young or immature, because there's being old but immature. So make decisions based on your maturity. So I think that was all the questions. Who inspires? No. Who inspires you in life? The first, my mom is my inspiration. She's strong. She's a single mom who has raised us and many kids in the family, even outside family. She has the most caring and giving heart. She's this kind of person who welcomes every situation. There are days she has had a lot of money, there are days she has had almost nothing, but she has never had nothing, because she's a very strong, hardworking woman. She inspires me. She's my mentor, she's my coach, she's my best friend. Another person that inspires me is every single woman hustler. In general, every woman that's a hustler, that's working their asses off, inspires me. And when it comes to single moms struggling, but they're making it, women, thank you. If all women in the world stop the mentality of their husbands or their men should be the providers and work hard, we're in the better world. We are in the better world, because women, we can. So if you're a woman, look at yourself in the mirror and say, yes, we can. I stole it from Obama. Anyway, so to all women out there hustling, those are the questions I got from some of you. So if there's something that hasn't been asked, please comment below. Tell me a little bit about yourselves. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye bye. Bisous.